Hi friends, Allison here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you the first 2 pages in my December daily album. This is for 2021, this year. I'm also bringing you a scrapbooking challenge. This is for Scrapbook Nerd. Every Sunday we post a new challenge for you to play along with. And if you do, you are entered into the chance to win a gift card to Scrapbook Nerd. Did that make sense? Because as I was going over it in my head, it really didn't. But you have the chance to win a gift card to Scrapbook Nerd if you play along with this challenge. You have all week. You will have until next Saturday, midnight. I do believe that is in your time zone. And a winner will be chosen next Sunday. I'll leave the link to Scrapbook Nerd down in the description box below, so if you are interested in playing along, you'll know where to find us. The challenge for this week is to create a card, a layout, anything you want that is holiday themed, and it can be any holiday you want. I decided to do December daily because I have had it on the brain, and I've also been struggling with my mojo. It has disappeared, and this was a great starting point for me just to get over that bump in the road, basically. So I began with some vellum. I trimmed down a sheet of 8.5 by 11 vellum paper to 6 by 8 inches. My December daily is going to be inside a 6 by 8 album from Close to My Heart. So I trimmed it to 6 by 8 inches and decided to add the title right to the center of the page. So I took a chipboard piece from Pinkfresh Studio. It is from My Favorite Story. Added that to the vellum right in the center, and I'm working on what's going in the middle of that circle right now. So I took a Heidi Swapp stamp set. I've had that in my stash for a while as well. Stamped this little banner, and after fussy cutting it out, I took a black Spectrum Noir marker, and I'm coloring over the white cardstock just to make it look like it's part of the stamped image. I tried cutting as closely to the black line of the stamped image as I could, but some places were a little bit too far away, so I just took a black marker to cover up those white spots. I'm using my Tombow Mono liquid glue to adhere the banner over top of that chipboard piece. I also used some number stickers that I have in my stash from Pretty Little Studio, this little sheet right here. And I took the number 20 and 21 to put the year inside the circle, so it is 2021. I'm also using some of the hearts off of that sticker sheet as well. So one is going to go over the 0 in 20, and then the other one is going to go over the little Christmas tree. I cut that with my Cricut from pattern paper from Simple Stories. I think it was from their crafting collection from this year. But the flip side of it was this really nice green plaid. And so I used that side for the Christmas tree, and I plopped another little heart on the left-hand side of it. That completes my title page. Next, I'll be moving on to my reason why page. I thought this year was really important to include a reason why page in my December daily album. When I did it last year, I didn't really think it was very important, and I wasn't really sure I was going to make it a usual part of my December daily. This year is different because we have our house up for sale and we're trying to get moved. And as a result, this will be the last year that we spend Christmas in this house. And so I thought that I would add a reason why page to this album and explain our current events that is happening with our family and the reason why this year I'm doing this album. So part of my title was printed actually with the my printer at home. I typed out my journaling, including the word why. I just changed the color of the text to be as close as possible to the circle that is on my title page. In reality, it's actually nowhere near, but I couldn't get it any closer. So I just stuck with it. And in the end, it really doesn't matter it still looks good. And then the other part of my title was stamped. So I used a Close to My Heart stamp, alpha stamp set that I've had in my stash for quite a while, and used black ink to stamp the words My Reason. I made a little mistake though, because I stamped my title upside down and didn't have the foresight to flip the M around so it was the right way when I stamped it. Oops. So to fix that, I stamped the letter M again on some white cardstock, cut it out into a tiny little tile, and then plopped that over top of my little mistake. I also wanted to add a border around my page as well, so I'm just taking my straight edge ruler and a pencil to mark out those lines. I will go over them again with a black pen. I lost the footage of that though, so you just see me doing the pencil lines and then I jump ahead to the last bit of stamping. On this page, I'm going to add a holly that was also part of this Heidi Swapp stamp set, but it came in 3 pieces, so I actually end up using the carrier sheet to make sure I get the leaves in the right place when I stamp the holly, just so that it doesn't look really weird and funky. And I repeat that down in the bottom right hand of the page as well. So right now I'm working on the top left hand. When I have it stamped, I'll do the bottom right hand, but I don't have footage of that either because it's repetitive. I'm using Close to My Heart ink to stamp the holly as well. I use pomegranate, I believe, and then I also use willow ink. They are really nice colors, some of my favorites actually, especially that willow. And I thought it was fairly close to the Christmas tree that's on the front of the page as well, color-wise. And that brings me to the end of my first 2 pages in my December daily. I hope this video inspired you. I hope my challenge has inspired you as well, and I hope I see you over on the Scrapbook Nerd Facebook group. And if you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up and a like. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I share lots of Cricut projects, traveler's notebook pages, and traditional pages here as well. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye, friends.